You got your first iPhone when you were 18?
Yep. I didn't know this until after he died.
You're listening to Don't Tell My Mom podcast. I'm Paige.
And I'm Madison.
Welcome to our podcast.
Welcome to the pod. Sorry for headphone listeners that Paige just blew out.
I'm so sorry.
Because there are millions of people listening to this podcast.
So many people.
We're
so famous.
There's millions of people listening with headphones exclusively.
At night, in their bed, trying to go to sleep.
Yes, because that's exactly the kind of vibe
the
we
voices
give.
in your head. We're in your walls. We're in your walls.
We are the rats in your walls with our claws and our chompers. We are in there digging.
If you are listening to this, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed our first episode. And as promised, we are in the same spot with the same camera position in the same clothes because we literally ended that one and went, let's do another.
We have a really bad habit of talking about things that we weren't supposed to talk about.
I know, but we're just so funny and so pretty and so smart.
And I'm just a girl.
We're just girls. Like,
We're
what do you
just
expect?
girls. I know. So we're coming back at it with what we're actually supposed to talk about, which is our first, because it was supposed to be our first episode.
Well, now it's our seconds, and we're getting firsts for seconds.
Yes. Sometimes you need a first for a second.
Sometimes you just need to call off a body and say that wasn't a body.
No, just kidding. That wasn't the one.
Just kidding. You weren't my first. Just kidding. This is now the first.
So now this is the first. This is our first episode. If you
Except
hear
for
anything differently, you don't.
Do you know what I could do? They'll see this after, but I will make that episode 0. And this will be episode 1.
Beautiful. We fixed our problem.
I told you I am so
Welcome
smart.
to our first episode
of Don't Tell Our Mom.
So we are going to talk about some of our first, not only just some of our first, but also just things about us because
that's what you want to know.
And like obviously we're like amazing, like the greatest people ever, and like we think that the world should know every single thing about us because we're just that perfect.
You do. That's what you believe.
That's what I believe.
I'm just an oversharer.
Yes.
I don't think that people want to know this, but I will tell you.
Now, what the hell did you just do on there?
What did I do? What? On my iPad?
Was that Touch ID?
Yeah. My iPad has Touch ID, and it just blew her mind for the audio listeners. Do you want to see again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what generation?
Ready?
I haven't seen that before, and I'm an Apple specialist.
You were an Apple specialist.
And I didn't know that.
To be honest, I don't know. All I know is that it's green. I saw this green iPad, and I said, Jordan, I want the green one. And he said, okay.
So, my question is...
We're already off the rails. It's okay. We're going to go. We're following this train of thought.
My question is, was this being sold when I was working there?
Yeah. I've had this for like 2 years.
Oh, so I just didn't know.
You just didn't know.
Okay.
You just weren't very good at your job.
People loved me. They loved me.
You were you weren't even a personality hire. It was, hi, honey, my baby sister needs a job and you're going to give her one.
I only needed a job for like 3 months.
Yeah, and that's all you did. Like, you weren't there for a good time, or for a long time. You were only there for a good time, and we all knew it.
The only flaw that he did is he didn't look for another person the whole time I was there. Which is what he should have been doing.
Well, he kind of... Jordan doesn't like to... I don't know.
He should have done that.
He really just wanted you to stay because he loved having you there.
I know, but I was really bad at my job.
I know, but he loves you.
People would be like, why isn't this working? And I would look at them and sometimes be like, I don't know.
I don't know. Honestly, could
Apple
be a vibe.
specialist, I would put my training badge on because I was just like, I'm past my training, but I don't know. I don't want to answer your dumb questions.
You're just a girl.
I'm just a girl, and
like, what did they expect?
Like, I'm so sorry that your iPhone from 8 years ago isn't working.
Like, maybe
get a new one.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry. Like
I don't
know
if someone
what to
came
say.
in with like their iPhone 11, they'd be like, "Oh, should I get a new one?" Yes, you should get a new one because they're cute and they're pretty, and that's a great idea because that's what I would do. But then Jordan has to come out and be like, "Actually, this is a really good phone. I'm sorry. Get a new one."
Because he does have integrity.
I don't.
Which we did discuss last time. It's not something you have.
No, absolutely not. I was raised that every time my plan was up, I get the newest and the best phone.
Our lives are so different.
And so I did that last year.
How are we sisters?
But I had to do it with my own money this time. And now I pay $120 every month to have Canadian to have my iPhone 13. I didn't even get the Pro like I wanted.
I think I have a 12, but it's the mini, and I'll never get rid of it because it's just so small.
I do love my phone.
I love my baby.
But I will be getting rid of it when my plan comes up.
That is
get the new phone. It's the one thing. It's the one thing.
But your one thing is everything you do.
I know.
Everything is the one thing.
But this is really the one thing.
This is really the one thing.
Yeah. When did you get your first phone?
My first phone? Like, do you mean, like, real, like, smartphone? Or, like, my first? Because I am 8 years older than you,
no,
so
like,
I had
a first cell phone. Like, any cell phone. Like, your BlackBerry. Your BlackBerry was your first phone, right?
No, I didn't have a BlackBerry. I never had a BlackBerry.
Oh, it was the green.
I had the LG Rumor Flip, and it was green. I have a thing for green, and it was green, and it was amazing. And it was, like, a talk and text plan, and I had to pay, like, 10 cents per text or something like that. And I found, I don't know how this worked, but if I threw my phone at the wall, I would get $20 in, like, talk and text. Like, I think it was, I don't know what was happening.
Damn.
And I used to use the internet on that thing. I used to check Facebook Messenger on my LG Rumor. You would have to, like, go online and then tap into a thing and then go to another thing. And I could get into, and I would have to, like, navigate it because it wasn't an app. Like, apps didn't exist.
No.
Well, yeah, not for us anyway, not for me. But yeah, but my first, like, the first phone I bought myself, I think it was an iPhone 4, I think it was a 4S. Can't remember. But it was the first phone I bought myself, and it's the same phone number that I have now. So, like, nobody dox me because I fucking love my phone number. Don't ever get rid of it. I don't ever want to get rid of this phone number. I love it so much. So please, like, don't leak it.
Please.
Please. I love this phone number so much. And because it's the phone number I've had since I was 18.
You got your first iPhone when you were 18?
Yep.
Damn.
And I got it myself.
My first phone, I was in grade 4. I was 9.
Yeah.
I had the iPhone 4.
Yeah, and that's the same phone I got when I was 18. Well, how old was I when you were in grade 9?
When I was in grade 9.
No, sorry.
When I was 9?
When you were 9.
You were 18.
Yeah. So, like, that same year.
Yeah.
That same year you got your first iPhone, I got my first iPhone.
Because my mom had to get in, she upgraded her phone. And she's like, oh, you need a phone. And so
well,
she
you were
gave me
still
her
living
iPhone
with
4.
her. Well, of course you were.
Yeah, I was living in the West Side house when I got it.
Yeah, and I was long gone by then.
Yeah, and I had an iPhone, and all my friends were jealous at school. And then the next year, I got the iPhone 5 and the iPhone 5C.
Yeah.
And then so on.
You've had a new phone, like, every year.
Yeah.
I keep mine
It's like
forever.
it's like one of the things that, like, mom would be like, I spent so much money on this phone, but, like, she enjoyed getting me a new phone.
Mom loved spending money on you.
She loved spending money on me, and she
not on me.
she would just be like, oh yeah, like, I guess we could get the newer one. It's like $1,000 for it to be paid over, but
I'll get it for you. Like, oh my god, I've never experienced
and, like,
that.
I say that as if we, like, have a shit ton of money. That's not the case. Like, this is, like, one of the things my mom was like, okay, I guess I'll get this for you.
Well, I also think that, like, and mom didn't have iPhones. Like, mom always had, like, a Samsung.
Yeah, but she had to get iPhones for work.
Yes,
and so
right.
she did have iPhones until she got rid of her iPhone 5. Then she switched to Samsung.
Yeah, and those are the lost years for me. Like, I wasn't around a lot then. So
she got her iPhone 5, and then she got rid of it. She got Samsung, but now she's back on iPhone.
Yeah, and I can FaceTime
my dad
her.
has an iPhone.
Does he?
Yeah, he got the 13.
That's a slay.
Oh no, he has the 14, and we have matching color.
Oh, do you really?
Yeah.
I have the green. I think it's the green. Again, with the green, I have a thing for green.
I didn't want the blue.
Why did you get it then?
This is the only one they had.
Oh, you poor baby.
I wanted the pink.
You wanted the pink? Okay, I think this is interesting because we are 8 years apart. Our, like, first Instagram, Twitter, Facebook posts, like, the early days, like, when you made your first one.
I got this. So my first Instagram post was a picture of me in fake the 3D glasses you get at the
mall or
at
the movies. Yeah,
I wore them as, like, fake glasses, and I was wearing a shirt with words on it. It was a gray t-shirt, posing like this and I was in my little chubby phase because my body was trying to catch up.
Yeah.
Or no, yeah, my body was trying to catch up to the weight I've gained when I was pre-puberty. It was like
you were
puberty
pre-pubescent.
Well, no, but it was like the puberty before I actually hit puberty. So, like, when I gained all of my weight, and then so I was, like, a little bit on the, like, fluffier. I was fluffier sized.
Yeah, it was your baby weight.
Yeah, but right, I was posed like this, and I don't know what I captioned it, but my handle was Pretty Me 805.
That's honestly a slay. So I just looked. If you were watching the video, you would have seen me just scroll on my Instagram.
You looked?
I looked.
You still have it.
What?
Up? You still have it up?
Yeah, because my first Instagram post is from when I graduated. I got my Instagram the day I graduated high school.
My post was from grade 4.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah, like that same year.
That's crazy.
And it's me and my mom. And then the next one is me, and then me and my grandma or something like that. And my first Instagram posts are like the day I graduated high school.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was graduating grade 4.
Yeah, but that being said, Instagram wasn't big when I was younger. I had a Tumblr.
Yeah.
And we had Facebook. Mm-hmm. I remember, so I didn't get a Facebook right away because I had a friend I'm not going to say her name because what I'm about to say about her is kind of rude. She was like catfishing people on Facebook before catfish was a thing. Mm-hmm. And she had like 50 profiles. And like she was like when you think about like these mastermind catfishes, I'm going to call her Chrissy. Chrissy was masterminding Facebook catfishing before Facebook catfishing was a thing.
Wow.
And so I was actually using one of those profiles. Like, I didn't know, I wouldn't talk to people, I wouldn't do anything. Mm-hmm. But, like, I would be on the internet doing that. And I had a Tumblr. Tumblr was, like, my thing.
Tumblr was still a thing when I was on Tumblr probably from, like, grade 6 to grade 8.
Yeah.
Me and Layla were on Tumblr.
Yeah, I was still on Tumblr before, like, when porn was still on Tumblr.
I was
on the Tumblr in the golden age.
I was... the golden age.
Yeah, before they took away the porn. Now Tumblr's so boring now that there's no porn.
I would never go back on Tumblr. Is it still a thing?
Sometimes I revisit. I have no idea how to get into my old accounts. I can't get, and honestly, I don't want to see them. Like, that was the deep depression of being an adult. Hell is a teenage girl. Like,
Hell is a teenage girl.
I do not, I don't need to revisit that time in my life. It was so traumatic.
I just remember the thing about Instagram is, like, when I started posting on it, all my friends would, first it was like the heavy filters, and then it was the big white borders around the pictures.
Yeah.
And then it was like
the 50 million hashtags.
Now it has to all be black and white, and now it has to be this, and now it has to be that. And I think my thing was, like, I didn't really know. When I was communicating with people on DMs and stuff, we'd have these huge group chats with, like, all of our friends.
Yeah.
And I still can, because I still have the same account. It's just a different name. And so I go back and I look through all of these group chats. I'm like, why was I talking like that?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, you were a teenage girl.
I would send 15 texts in a row. Why? Why am I doing that? For what? Can I not just put it in one?
No, you were a psychopath.
And,
we were all psychopaths.
And literally, my little cousin, she has a boyfriend, and I pushed him so hard, annoying him, saying that he wasn't good enough for my cousin, that he told me to die. Like, in my Instagram DMs. It's literally the funniest thing. And then, like, in grade 8, I was like, oh, and she's like, yeah. And I was like, why are you hitting my line? Like, what are you trying to do?
Hold up.
And then she's like,
that was crazy that you just, why are you hitting my line?
No, I literally said that in a text. And then she's like,
wait, you...
And I was like, meet up then, bitch. Oh, you want to talk about this? Like, we can meet up. But why was I going around saying that?
You were 11.
No, this was in grade 8.
Oh, how old are you in grade 8? See,
13? 12?
You were 13. I mean, to be fair, if we're talking about I got into my first fist fight when I was 13. I beat a girl up.
Yeah, the first, like, fight, like, physical fight I got into was probably, it wasn't even supposed to be a fight. Basically, I had a best friend at the time. Her name's, bleep that out, please.
What? Just give her a fake name.
I don't want to give her a fake name.
Chrissy.
Chrissy.
It's
Chrissy.
Up.
And she would just kept hitting me, and I was getting really annoyed. So I took her by her hair and I slammed her into the bench we were sitting on.
Yeah.
She didn't talk to me for 2 weeks.
I mean, fair.
And then we fought fist fought in the bathrooms at a football game at the TCC, just for fun, but it was very violent.
It was very not for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like the one person that I've like actually like fought.
Yeah, I had fought a few girls in my early adolescence.
Shocking.
Well,
shocking.
I know. I'm a little firecracker. It was before I learned how to be mean.
Yeah, I don't think...
It was before I learned the art of emotional and mental manipulation.
I think that I was, like, actually... the beginning stages of high school is very mean. And, like...
I think we all were,
and I knew I was mean. And I did a lot of things that I very much regret. But
we all do,
I think I can confidently say, though, that after grade 11... I'm as sweet as can be. I'm an angel.
She's a liar.
I'm an angel.
She just told you she has no integrity, so don't believe her. Like, she's not. Actually, I think it's really funny that we were sitting, when your friends were all still here, when they helped you move and they were all still here, you were on the phone with your boyfriend, and about 15 minutes before that, I was talking to my partner. And they were all just kind of looking back and forth at us. And then you got off the phone with him, and they looked at us and went, you guys talk to your partners the exact same way. It's a little, I mean, it's not belittling, but it's just like, we're very blunt, we're very to the point, and we're very like, that's not interesting. Like, we don't mask with them.
No. Why would I?
Exactly, that's what I feel.
I have to be around you all the time. Do you know how exhausting that would be if I had to be like...
Yeah, if I have to pussyfoot around and walk on eggshells to make sure that, I don't hate your masculinity. Well, your masculinity isn't very strong if I just can't be a blunt bitch.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, you just gotta take
like,
it.
if you can't handle me being like, yeah, no, that wasn't very funny, to a joke that wasn't funny, then you shouldn't be with me.
Like sorry.
Because I'm going to tell you.
Yeah, no. I'm so glad that I have, like, and, like, both of our partners, like, seeing, like,
I don't want to see that.
It was my own hair.
Yeah, I know, but...
Sorry.
Watching it come out of your mouth was another experience.
I think both of our partners are also, like, very... They seem very, like, sensitive and, like, very to themselves. And
they bring a lot of feminine energy.
Yeah. But they actually are able to take more than people think they can because we're very blunt people.
Yeah. Okay.
And, like, not even that, but, like, also Jordan has to take a lot from me.
Yeah. Is this the first time you've been in love? Would you say that this is, like, your first love?
I didn't mean to say that like that. No,
but...
The first time I was in love... Okay, are we, like, talking about childhood love? Or
no, but, like, real, like, something that you... Like, if you look... Like, if you're 50 years from now, you look back in your life and you'll say, oh, that was the first person I loved.
I think the first person I actually loved is probably one of the shittiest people I know.
That's fine.
I was, like, on and off seeing this guy... He was 3 years older than me. I saw him when I was in 9th grade. Yeah, we're on and off for, like, 3 years. He sucks, and I hate him. And I was definitely in love with him. And, like, even like, before me and Zane were official, like, I had only fully broken up with him in quarantine. And because he refused to come see me. Because he didn't want my parents to meet me. Or didn't want him to meet he didn't want to meet my dad. Because he had met mom.
Oh.
But
that
he was too scared.
That she was chill.
Yeah. Because... he was uncomfortable about how much older he was than me. Mind you, like...
But was still with you.
I met his parents once by accident because I would sneak into his basement for those 3 years because I was too young to meet his parents. So I was definitely in love with him. And, like... Yeah. Like, he still pops up in my dreams and haunts me.
That's fine.
And in every dream, he's, like, trying to apologize to me. I'm like, no, thank you. Get out of here.
Actually, go away.
No. I hate him. But, yes, I definitely was in love with him. But that's the only other time I've been in love, other than Zane.
Yeah, I feel like this is, like, Jordan and I's love is very different than any other love I've experienced. I've been in a bunch of different kinds of love, I think. Like, if we're talking about, like, the first time you really realized you love somebody, I dated a boy in high school. No. Before.
Oh.
And it was just like we had this, like, weird relationship, and we were friends, and then we weren't, and then we were kissing, and then we weren't, and we, like, maintained, like, this weird relationship for a really long time. And I think it was because we really did care for each other, but we were just so young and didn't know what to do about that. But I think that Jordan's the first person I've loved like this. I think he's the first person I've loved selflessly. And, like, loved him not for, like, the relationship, but loved him for how he is and who he is and, like, what he is. Like, I love him more than I love us. Does that make sense?
I think. I think so.
Well, but we've also been together for 10 years, so I think my perspective 10 years ago would be different. I think. Yeah. But now, like, the type of love that we've cultivated in our life is such a, like, stable And I think it's the first time I've experienced stable love. Like, even from being kids. And, like, watching relationships as a child. Like, I think the only other relationship I can compare it to is my grandparents, who had an old-timey relationship. My grandmother was 17, and my grandpa was 32.
Oh.
And had already had a family that he abandoned when he met my grandmother and got her pregnant.
I didn't know this.
I didn't know this until after he died. I was very close with my grandparents.
Mind you, we have different grandparents.
Yeah, her grandparents are different than my grandparents.
We have different dads.
Yeah, if you haven't heard me saying her dad, your dad.
Yeah.
We share a mom.
We have the same mom. Me and all of my sisters have different dads.
Yeah, we all have different dads. So, like, I have a set of grandparents that aren't her grandparents.
And then Emma has a set of grandparents that aren't
our
grandparents. And then I have a set.
Yeah, and then we have mom's family, which we don't want to talk about.
which is crazy.
I would rather.
Oh my god, I honestly wish that we could make like a whole episode just talking shit about them, because oh my god, I do not. There's people that I love on that side of the family, don't get me wrong. Very few handful. But
yeah, and a lot of them are of mom's generation and younger.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So
I can think of 5.
Yeah, except for like there's a couple older ones that I'm like, okay, you can stay.
Who?
I love Aunt Shirley.
Oh yeah, but Aunt Shirley is like,
except she like
we don't need.
Yeah.
Tell me that off camera.
But yeah, like I wish we could make a whole, like, I could do 5 episodes on that.
If people hear this and they want to hear us talk shit about our family, and
because because it's like it's a different kind of Kim Kardashian. Like it is so fucking crazy. And there's so many of them, and there's so many different things happening, and there's like I tell my friends stories about my life, and they go, "That's not real. Like that didn't happen. That's not real." I'm like, "No, it did."
It sounds like it's from a movie.
No, literally,
it sounds like it's the plot of Ozarks or something.
It's fucked up, and it's crazy, and it's kind of funny. So,
to live it, it's funny.
Yeah.
If we make it to like 20 episodes or something, we'll talk shit.
Yeah, we'll start talking shit.
Or maybe we'll do it for like our 1,000 subscriber special.
Yeah, something like that.
Once we're monetized, we'll tell you the real tea.
Yeah.
once
we can start making money.
Yeah, once you start paying us, we'll tell you the tea.
But yeah, no, like my dad's side family is really tame. They're all like really great people. But,
yeah, your dad's family is really cool.
But my mom's side of the family, like, love my mom, but I'm sorry, you got a really bad batch, Mom.
A really bad batch, yeah. Well, there's just a lot of generational trauma.
Oh my god,
that's all I have to say about that.
But like, yeah, it's a lot. What's the first text that you sent today?
I think it was to you. I can check.
I'm gonna check.
Yeah.
Oh, the first text I sent today was, yeah, what's happening? Because my best friend said, Amelia's tonight?
Oh, yeah, no, I texted you to coordinate. It's not very interesting. But normally, my first text, not my first text, but my first communication other than someone who lives in my house and you is my grandma. I call my grandma like almost every day, every morning. We have our first cup of tea together or whatever.
I just blindly, like, slightly open my eyes and text back whoever had texted me, like, the night before or that morning, because I wake up at 11.
Yeah, I try not to text in the morning because I'm up at 5. And if you text me at 11, I don't want to text you at 5 a.m. because I feel bad. I don't want to,
I want to start waking
you
up earlier, but I just don't know how.
Yeah, no, just get a job. First... Well, you have a speeding ticket. I've never gotten a speeding ticket.
I don't have a speeding ticket. It's not a speeding ticket. I've never gotten a speeding ticket before. I'm sneaky.
Okay.
I follow a little white rabbit in front of me.
Are you as sneaky as I am where you don't have a license? So you'll never have a speeding ticket because you don't drive?
No, I do
really
follow the white rabbit, so I'll just follow the really fast guy in front of me. He can get pulled over first. No, the ticket I actually have gotten 2 tickets in my life. My first ticket was when I had an L. Mm-hmm. I ran a red light in Vancouver.
But was that your fault?
I was being very distracted.
You were a baby. Here I am. I'm a Paige apologist.
Me and my mom, we get really distracted when we're in the car together driving. It's quite bad. So that's what happened. I didn't realize the light was red. And then the actual ticket, because I obviously, like, I had my learners. Like, it doesn't count, I don't think. But my first ticket, it was peak of heat dome in BC.
Oh,
so it's
God.
like 45 degrees out. My mom's cat
Delirious.
was like panting in the house because she doesn't have AC.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna bring him my car for a bit and like just
Yeah.
let him be in the air conditioning. So I had all of my seats flat in the back of my car with the like my mom's cat just like sprawled out laying
In the AC.
car. We're at this 4 intersection, and I see, like, to the right of me, one of my friends is, like, right at the beginning. They're gonna go, like, horizontal. I'm going vertical. And I wanted to say hi to them so bad.
And it was like your whole body.
It was my whole body. So I had a friend beside me, and I saw the advance go green, and my brain goes, green means go. I go. I'm honking, and I'm waving, and I'm like, oh, my God, hey, like, what's up? Anyways, we start pulling up, and this ghost car comes up behind us with sirens on. And I turn to my friend, I'm like, oh, I wonder who's getting pulled over right now.
Oh, my God.
And she's like, that's weird. Like, I didn't see anything happen. I'm like, me neither. So I keep driving. And I didn't know they actually used the speakers.
Oh, that's so terrifying.
And they're like,
pull
Toyota
over.
Matrix, please pull over. I'm like, oh,
Did they say
fuck.
please?
Probably not.
I mean, if
my
they
brain-
did, that's very Canadian.
In my brain, I feel like they said please.
That's very Canadian of them.
So I pull over, and he comes up to my window, and he's like, oh, you should be happy I was there. Like, you could have got killed. And I started laughing. And
I remember this story.
I started laughing. I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, you ran a red light. And I started laughing even harder. And I was like, I did? And then I started crying after I got the ticket.
Yeah, I feel like if I got pulled over, I would just cry.
And I still haven't paid that ticket yet.
I mean, you're just a girl.
I'm just a girl. I keep forgetting about it. And honestly, they've let me renew my insurance 3 times now without...
So, like, what did they want? If they wanted it, they should have taken it.
I'm actually not supposed to renew my insurance without it.
Well, you already have renewed your insurance, so I guess it's fine. This is the ASMR section.
Yeah.
Anyway.
How many siblings do you have?
Well, this is like an awkward question.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Moving on.
Like, I don't know. Like, biologically or emotionally?
Both.
Well, I have you and Emma, but me and Emma aren't close.
No.
So, like, she's my sister, like, legally. Is that how that works? I don't know, but, like, we're just not close.
Yeah, so I biologically have 2 sisters. But, like, family-wise, I have 4 siblings, and then, but all the in-laws are so close.
Yeah.
So it's, like, I actually have, like, 9.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Because then my, like, step-siblings have in-laws, and then, and it's just, like,
It's
a whole
like
thing.
people who are married to people who are married to people who are married. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, no, like, I live a lot of my life as an only child, like, outside of you. Like, a lot of my life that isn't involved with you. Like, in my father's family, I'm the only child. So, it's... I have a cousin who's a little bit older than me, and then I have I have a set of I have a nibbling and a niece, but like they live so far away and they're not really like around, so it's like me. I'm the youngest person in my family there, and I'm 28.
Yeah, no, I have, yeah.
And it's just me. It's
2
like
sisters.
me, my grandma, and her sisters, and her brother. Like, I hang out with old people all the time.
I have to hang out with old people all the time because I'm the youngest.
Yeah. But, like, I, like, really mean, like, old people, like, people in their 70s.
I mean old people too.
Do you?
Yeah.
But, like, there's that, like you have your cousins and your, like, step siblings and stuff.
Yeah, but, like, my step-siblings are, like, Emma's age and older.
Yeah, but those are young people.
Are they?
Yes, anybody under 40 is a young person. That was controversial yet brave for me. I'm so excited to be 30.
I guess it's only 4 years away from, like, where I'm at.
Yeah. So do you think I'm an old person?
Kinda.
I mean, I'm into that.
You're almost 30.
I'm going to be 30 in 2 years.
I'm gonna be 22.
I'm so excited to be 30. I have wanted to be 30 since I was, like, 12.
I'd rather die than turn 30.
Really?
Unless I have, like, kids and a husband. I'd rather die than turn 30.
Ooh, I read one of these. Would you have, or / if you do have them, how many kids and what would you name them?
Okay, so I have this whole theory.
Yeah.
Because you don't want kids.
No, never have, never do. But if I were to have them, I would want one to be named Riley. Because it's my favorite name.
That's really cute.
Yeah, I think that's, like, it's a perfect boy name. It's a perfect girl name. I love it.
I have this whole thing that, like, I want a boy and a girl.
That's
like,
not how it works.
But it's asking me what I want.
Oh, okay.
I want
Speak
a
it
boy
over
and a
yourself.
girl. I don't care who's older, whatever. I want 2 kids. I want a boy and a girl. I don't want one.
I would love for you to have
3
2
is
kids.
too many. But I have this whole theory, because I don't want just girls, because growing up, like,
Yeah, girls.
I
is
feel
kind of a
bad
lot.
for my parents. But I know that the world's going to give me 3 kids, 3 girls, to redo whatever the fuck happened.
And undo
growing
that
up,
trauma
and then
cycle.
undo everything and just remake the generation. I know it's going to happen. I don't want it to happen, but I know it's going to happen because that little necklace trick,
Yeah.
3 girls every time.
Yeah.
So fuck me.
Well,
thank
you get to
world.
You get to break generational curses, and I'm breaking generational curses by not having children.
Yeah, I want kids. I want to like have my
Yeah.
first kid at like 23 or 24.
That's like next year.
No, it's not.
How old are you? 20?
20. I
Oh,
turned
that's
21.
3 years from now.
It's not
Okay.
bad.
I feel like you.
And 3 years from now, like, my boyfriend will be done his school and
You have a
can get
plan.
married. My dad said I can have whatever kind of wedding I want.
That's amazing.
So, I'm very traditional in the way that I want to, like, get married. I want to have kids from a really young age. I want to be a stay-at-home mom while I do my social media management. And
You've always been like that, though.
yeah, I'm really excited to live that part of my life, but I just have to convince my boyfriend to actually want to do that.
That is crazy.
He was here and he was like, I kind of want to travel. I was like, that would be great, but like, can we get married first? It's like, okay.
That's crazy. Yeah, I've lived very untraditionally. Jordan and I, my partner and I, have been together for just about 10 years. It will be 10 years in like 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 10 years in like 2 weeks. No, it will be 9 years in 2 weeks. And yeah, we'll get married one day, maybe. Neither of us, he had a lot more like traditional aspirations than I did. And grew up with those wants and desires. I really thought I would be alone my whole life. I really thought that I would be like the rich aunt. Like, I've always kind of envisioned myself that way.
Can someone be the rich aunt? Because I don't want to pay for babysitting.
Rich aunts don't babysit. We hire nannies to babysit your children.
Perfect.
Who then we take on jets
Perfect.
to go to Paris for lunch.
That sounds good to me. As long as I don't have to pay anybody to watch my kid.
Yeah, we pay for your child's fancy boarding school in Europe or whatever.
Boarding school? Why would I ever put my kid in boarding school?
Fine, I won't pay for boarding school.
They're going to public school.
Yeah, that's
They're
probably
going through the dirt.
That's probably for the best.
They have to. How else are you going to build character?
Yeah, but they can like summer in Versailles
They can summer in Versailles with their friends.
with their auntie.
That's like but I feel like that's like the most important thing about.
But they could have friends in
School.
Versailles.
Yeah,
Culture.
but like, do you know how sad that is? Like, then they gotta leave their friends and they have to go to school, and then
It's bold for you to assume that they would have friends.
of course they will.
If they have friends, sure. If they don't, fine too.
Do you know how cool my kids are gonna be?
If you're the benchmark.
I have a really, really cool partner though.
Yeah, but also like that's not how it works.
But it is like that's how it's gonna work.
I love the fantasy world she lives in, the delusion.
That's how it's gonna work, and that's just what's gonna happen.
I'll be their rich aunt always.
Yeah. Honestly, when I probably have my first kid, the closet's probably gonna be their room, and then that's just gonna be
No, I'll build you a house.
in 3 years. You're gonna build me a house in 3 years?
I mean, YouTube, figure it out.
Hi, I'll start GoFundMe. So the link's actually down below if you
It's
want
not.
to GoFundMe.
No, but what you can do is go subscribe and watch my YouTube content, and then you could make me the rich aunt for Paige's children.
And on top of that, watch this one. And then let's double it up.
Like, comment, and subscribe, and we can start a trust fund for Paige's future children.
Please and thank you.
Yeah, because I won't have any.
No.
I think we might foster one day, or not adopt. I don't think we'll ever adopt, but I would love to be a part of the foster program. I would love to be like a safe place and be a safe adult for children, because I think I could really do that. But I will never have something come out of my body.
Ooh, that's the part I'm like least excited for. What if my vagina rips?
It will. It's not a what if, it will.
No, some people's vaginas don't rip.
I mean, I think you have to drink a lot of raspberry leaf tea or something.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I want, as for someone who does not want children, I consume a lot of pregnancy content.
I think I'm actually gonna do whatever they tell me though, because like I don't really feel like, I don't know, I've never been in the hospital to like get surgery done or anything like that, so like I'm really trying to avoid having to do that.
You're not gonna have your babies in a hospital?
Well, Avi, I need that epidural.
Yeah, I'm like, you're gonna want the epidural, baby girl.
Absolutely, I'm getting those drugs, but like I don't want to like have to get like stitched up afterwards.
Well, then you might need a C-section. What if
Absolutely not.
What if you need one?
Then I guess I need one.
Yeah.
But I don't like.
What if you need it?
I'm not gonna opt out.
No, but like if you need one, you need one, and that's like when your vagina rips, they just stitch it up after you have the baby. You're not going into surgery.
So what, they're just gonna rip again when I have my second one?
Yep.
That's terrible. That's terrible. They should have a tool where they suck a little vacuum head.
They do.
And suck the the head right out of it.
They do, and it gives babies, like, it fucks them up.
What? They have those?
I am not a doctor. Yeah, they have a little thing.
I thought those were for abortions.
No, they have it. Well, and they're like,
when you get an abortion, is it an actual vacuum hose like up your vagina?
No. 90% of abortions are a pill.
It is not my fault that the public school system has taught me that abstinence is everything, and I haven't learned like shit except I watched a baby be born out of a girl's vagina.
Yeah,
that's what crazy. I watched in sex
ed.
No,
I'll show you later. We'll talk about it later.
Oh my god. Actually, I don't need to talk about it. I'm not getting an abortion right now. It's fine.
If you ever
when
need
that
one,
time comes, we'll talk about it.
When the time comes for you to have an abortion, we'll talk about it. Is there anything else on here you wanted to talk about? Do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart? Do you know what's stuck in my head?
What?
Taylor Swift doing the Out of the Woods bridge in the middle of Is It Over. I've watched that video like 50 times.
I have not seen that video.
It's taking up every single one of my brain cells.
What was your first tattoo?
My first tattoo was the one on the back of my neck that says escape.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I got that one right after I came home.
I remember butterflies. Yeah,
I love your butterflies. They're very cute.
I did my butterflies like the second that I turned 17.
Yeah.
Or no, 16.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, and you got like your parents' permission and stuff. Like mom
came in, but they didn't even ask for my ID or anything. They didn't ask for mom's signature.
That's crazy.
I'm not gonna disclose where I went. We're not gonna
disclose where you went, but that's crazy.
I continue to get my tattoos from there.
Yeah, I've gotten the bulk of my tattoos from the same lady. I have a few that are like one-offs that I've gotten on trips or on girls' trips or whatever. I just got 4 more. Yeah,
I've been... Ooh, no, all my tattoos are from different places except for 2. So like my 2 main ones is from the same place that I got my first one.
Yeah.
And then I got a micro line one done at this other place. Love them. I tried to get in with them before I moved back here, but they never answered me. No.
Oh.
No, but I got my micro needle. I got my micro line tattoo done at Mystic Moon Tattoos in Kamloops.
Oh, cool.
And then I got my turtle randomly at one of the walk-ins.
I remember that. I remember
downtown.
trying to find a tattoo studio for you because you were here with your friends.
Yeah, and we just walked in.
Yeah.
With Layla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
when
so
we
fun.
moved her down. But yeah.
Yeah, so
I feel like we're done.
I feel like we're done too. Okay. Thank you guys for listening to us. I hope you enjoyed episode 1. If you haven't already listened to episode 0, that is already up.
Go listen to it now.
This has been so fun. We will see you next Wednesday. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, subscribe. What the are you doing?
Please and thank you. Also go check out
TikTok and our Instagram page. We will see you there. If you have a topic you want to hear us ramble about, leave it down below.
Let us know in the comments down below.
We may or may not ramble about it. We'll see.
Probably, honestly.
Honestly, I love a good ramble. We are going to dive into some really cool topics next. We're going to talk about like our generation gap and what it's like being in your early 20s versus in your late 20s. We're going to do a whole video about pussy, about our cats. So stay tuned. We will see you guys next Wednesday.
Bye.
Love ya. Bye.